Hi everyone. Happy rose full moon. This is going to be our reading for this week, starting tonight, well, it's already June 14th, but it's past midnight. It's 12:12 actually. Woo, 12:12 a.m. And I was just out seeing the full moon, and it's just so gorgeous. So this reading for this week, I'm going to do it a little bit different. Actually, I'm going to go back to doing something I used to do, which was bringing forth the messages directly from the Akashics and then pulling some cards for us afterwards. But I did want to go with the card that we had pulled for the June reading for the third week, and this is the transformation card. So here we have, to me, she's the moon goddess or high priestess. She's got the sun and the moon. She has an eagle flying overhead, a unicorn, the dolphins. She has a mandala, a dream catcher down here with a butterfly. Don't know if I can get that close enough for you to see. There you go. See it there? She has a torch in her hand here. And in her third eye, she has this beautiful pendant. So it's all about transformation this week. And now that we've started the Mercury retrograde, I have to say it's really hit me with a bang, in the sense of having me go back and review things that I'd done previously in my website, in my readings, getting comments from, thank you, Tony Walker, who kind of helped nudge me in this direction again. And this morning I was sitting down and I said, okay, I want to be able to channel a message from the Akashics regarding like this Mercury retrograde, and having us all go back and revisit the things that we've done in the past. And they weren't having it. They kept repeating the same thing to me, and I'm like, no, I don't want that message. I want a really good message. I haven't written a blog since April, and I want it to be, really informative and clear and concise. And they kept telling me, the words that they told me at the beginning was, when windows of opportunity flow. And I'm like, oh, I don't want any airy-fairy, mamby-pamby type of stuff. I want, really some deep message. And they're like, when the windows of opportunity flow open. Like, are you not listening to what we're telling you? So it was really about me just going with the flow and listening to my intuition, listening to what the Akashics were telling me, and just writing what they were telling me to write. So this is what came through. I'd like to read it, and I wanted to share it with you, and then we'll pull a few cards. But I really think it's what is part of this transformation that we're going through, and it's a message that's really going to really kind of take us step by step. They were very clear, it was very concise, and it was when windows of opportunity flow open, stand in stillness in front and breathe in the fresh air as it flows to you. We are now in a moment to stand still at the window, looking out and seeing what is before, as in the landscape. What I saw was myself standing before this open window, and they were telling me, look to see, stay still for a second, take a deep breath. In other words, find my stillness, go within, and then with my third eye, with your eye, see what it is that you want to see. They said, this is a glimpse of your desired goal and how it will be, should you desire it to be so. And because you have asked, it is showing you how it can be. In other words, it was kind of like a paradoxical thing. This is what you can have, but it's because you've already desired it, so that's why we're showing it to you. So what becomes first, your desire to create, or something that is out there in the ethers willing, in the field of infinite possibilities? Well, both are available simultaneously. says, go into silence and stand still now. Open your third eye. And what do you see? Buildings, a city, forest, and trees. People you love, someone you don't know or have ever met in this lifetime, yet is somehow familiar to you. Define what you are seeing. Are there colors, sounds, smells? Is someone speaking to you? What are they saying? So they really wanted me to be the observer. See what it was that I was seeing. What am I visioning? What is the vision? And be clear about it. And see the colors and smell the smells and hear the sounds. It says this is all part of training. Of training ourselves to sense with our inner vision and to tap into the part of ourselves that has the higher vision of what is available to us. And it's funny because I was reading something about, somebody had posted something about eagles. And apparently in the Native American Indian culture that everyone has an eagle. And this is our higher selves, our higher vision of who we are. And that this eagle spirit is always with us. So this is kind of reminding me of that. It says, we are being initiated through these techniques as to how the fifth dimension works. So we've passed the point of breaking the veil. Now we're coming into the point of being initiates into the fifth dimension. And they want to give us techniques, our guides and our master teachers want to give us steps that are clear and concise for achieving these desired goals and outcomes that we're looking for. So they were very clear. They said, step 1, be still. Step 2, go within. Step 3, open your inner vision. Step 4, be the observer. Step 5, step through and interact. So what they're saying is, go through the window, go into that landscape, speak with whoever is there, walk if you're in a forest or in a nature landscape scene, walk through nature, participate if you're seeing somebody doing an activity, if they're doing something, go in and participate in that activity. Step 6, open your heart and sense the joy. What is the joy of the scene that you're seeing? What is the joy of what you're doing within that scene? Step 7, give thanks and be in gratitude for all you have been shown. In other words, all of this is available to you. So step back and take a moment and be in gratefulness and be in gratitude. Step 8, know that what you have seen is possible and exists. Step 9, ask for signs and messages to be given in the physical regarding what you have seen, which is very interesting. So they're telling us now, this is how you're going to be able to pull this through into your current reality. Because I don't want to call it third dimension anymore, because I don't really believe we're all living in the third dimension. I believe that many of us are living in the fourth dimension much of the time, and now we're stepping into the fifth dimensional. We're kind of going back and forth, but I do believe that many of us are stepping into that fifth dimension and being able to retrieve information. That's why you're feeling more in tune with your intuition, with telepathy, and with bilocation, being in two places at the same time, like imagining, oh, I just saw something, and it's not really there. Or I know that this happens to me all the time in Facebook, and I don't know why it's particularly in Facebook, but it does. I'm either chatting or I'm answering to commenting to something that I've read, and then all of a sudden I've made this comment and it's like totally off the wall, because I look back and the original comment that I believe that I am replying to is no longer there. And I know that's happened to me several times with Debbie and with my friends on Indigo Healings. So that to me is that switching back and forth between the multi-dimensions. And then it says, step 10, be at peace Enjoy the moment and let it go, so the universe can bring you all you have desired and seen into being. And so I asked, well, who is giving me this message? And so they told me the keepers of the Akashics. Now, the keepers of the Akashics, or the Lord of the Akashics, are those souls or those entities that provide you guidance within the Akashic records, provide you assistance and allowance for you to be able to tap into the collective unconscious and bring forth the information for groups of people, for those who have similar vibrations, and those who are called to listen to their messages. And the Akashics speak in the present moment and give you give you tools, give you guidance for what it is that you can do right here, right now, in this moment, because that is the moment of creation, is the present. So if you see in the background, I have my my full moon altar going. Let's see if I can turn it around here. I've got my candle going. I actually Dia from Oris Oasis had a great video on indicator candles, that you ask a question and then you post different responses, or different, you know, what you want to have an answer to. So I kind of did that for the evolution of my spiritual path. And so I look forward to seeing what the results are and how it comes out. I thought that would be really interesting to do. So for this week's reading, I thought I would pull, I wanted some, you know, obviously it's lunar energy, so I wanted to pull some divine feminine energies through. So I'm doing Wisdom of the Golden Path by Tony Carmine Salerno. And oops, wow, sorry. I guess it wasn't tied on right. My amethyst. Oh, look, in this light it looks so cool. I love this. I just adore it. I've been wearing it, but I guess I didn't put it on the right knot. So anyway, so I'm going to pull one from Tony Carmine Salerno, and then I thought I would pull a card from the Isis Oracle. I always love the lightness, and like these cards are really light, really beautiful cards, very soft energies, even though some of them have a very strong message, but they come at you in a strong way, where the Isis Oracle is more bolder, it's more powerful in the sense of very strong energies. Okay, so, oh, great. The first card that I get is I Am Balance. And this is really what we're working in with our transformation. It's really about finding your balance. And I love this because she has like the full moon right here behind her, and she's flowing. Her dress is flowing. It's like she's in water, and she's just in a sense of movement. You see, she's in a sense of movement, of creating a movement within herself that allows her to be in this suspended type of position. I mean, just kind of like bending over backwards and cradling the moon behind her, right? So I am balanced. And I love this because they use the I am statements. And when you use I am statements, that it's really powerful. Whatever you put I am after, that is what you're telling the universe that you are. So let's see what the second card for the week will be. And this one wants to jump forward. Oh, I love it. Love, love, love this card. It's called it's the creativity card. So again, in your transformation, finding balance, and within that, once you're within that balance, then pulling out the creative art. Really allow it to stem from a flow, because when you're in balance, everything seems to flow, everything seems to go easier for you, everything seems to work out. So we're really going to be, and I love it that she's all very golden. So very golden light energies. Let me get that in there for you, see. And I love these tendrils in her dress. It's just so pretty. And these, I love the artwork on these cards. They just have a really beautiful artwork. So within creativity, what is it that you are being called to do? And you know, set your intention. We're in actually the full moon. I know that new moons are for setting intentions, and full moons assist us in bringing those intentions down into the physical reality. So for the next 2 weeks, as we go towards, again, the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, you have that opportunity of really bringing things into the physical reality that which we live in. It's not just etheric woohoo thinking. So I'm seeing many people on Facebook that are starting their businesses, are creating new websites, and they're actually getting them up online and getting them going. I had a reading with a young girl who is creating gel candles with like a little Ganesh. I mean, they're amazing. It's really nice. So what I'll do is I'll post it on Facebook. So anybody who's interested, they're really cool looking gel candles, like in a jar. And I think that they look really powerful to me. She's put stones in them as well. So I think they're fantastic. And I don't know the name of her store, but I will find out and I will post that. Wow. Okay, so this one totally came out. And we have the Lunar Queen. So magnificent. She's coming through for us. Look at that full moon, guys. That rose full moon. The reason they call it a rose full moon is obviously because we're in June and roses are in bloom. And it's also called the honeymoon because, you know, the honey of the lovers. And the card says, she of the celestial crescent. Now, what I love about these Isis cards is that she is totally in her power. Look at that. She's got her crook and her flail in her hands. She is standing in all her glory, and she is facing front and looking towards us and saying, and be in your power. Be in your power. Go within and find that goddess or God within each one of us and stand in the power of who you are. So as a recap, we have being in balance. I am balance. Using that balance, through that balance, to find your creativity and to express it, to bring it out, whatever it is that you want to do, and to stand in your power. Be the leader. Be the leader of your own life. Take the reins of it. Be powerful. Be that powerful being that you are meant to be, because the whole idea of transformation and that we've been looking for is that we have all of the elements. We have all of the helpers around us. We have the balance of the light and the dark within us to be able to create and bring forth those visions that we have for ourselves. And now is the time to do that. Now is the time to really go for them and just bring them into the physical. See them. Be still. See them. Follow the steps. If you'd like, you can go to my blog at AkashicInspirations.com and be able to read it all. I've posted it there this morning. So I just want to wish you all the glories of the full moon, and I would love to hear about your transformations. So if you'd like to post below and leave me comments, I would be happy to share them with others. And I send you wonderful blessings on the rose moon this evening. Namaste.